Many people in crypto today still believe that owning 1,000 XRP is easy. But according to Eduardo Farina, the founder of Alpha Lions Academy, that's far from the truth. In a recent post on X, Farina boldly claimed that most people will never own even 1,000 XRP. That's about $2,400 at today's price. And while that may not sound like a huge amount for some, the reality is very different for the majority of XRP holders. Let's break that down. Based on data from the XRP Rich List, there are currently about 6.4 million wallets holding XRP. But here's the surprising part. Over 5 million of those wallets hold fewer than 500 XRP. In fact, more than 2.7 million wallets hold between 0 and 20 XRP. That's more than 42% of all XRP wallets. Another 2.5 million wallets hold between 20 and 500 XRP. So together, that's about 81% of XRP holders who don't even own half of what Farina says is the minimum benchmark. Now, let's be honest, crypto prices move fast, and many people miss the opportunity to buy XRP when it was below 50 cents. Just 7 months ago, back in November 2024, that same 1,000 XRP would have cost only around $490. Today, it's over 5 times that amount. For new investors, this jump in price already feels like they're getting priced out. And that's exactly what Farina is warning about. He believes that the number of people who can afford to buy 1,000 XRP will continue to shrink as the price rises. He sees XRP as becoming less accessible to regular investors, not because it's rare, but because of psychology. People often hesitate to buy assets once they start rising. That's why he urges investors to think ahead and not wait until XRP reaches $5, $10, or even higher before deciding to enter. But why does 1,000 XRP matter? To many in the XRP community, owning 1,000 XRP has become something of a symbolic goal. Some see it as the minimum amount needed to potentially achieve financial freedom in the future. The logic is simple. If XRP reaches $100, then 1,000 XRP would be worth $100,000. And for many people, that's a life-changing amount. There are even more ambitious predictions. If XRP were to reach $1,000 someday, 1,000 tokens would turn into $1 million. That kind of projection fuels the belief that XRP isn't just another altcoin. It's a long-term bet with real financial potential. Analysts like Javon Marks even believe XRP could hit the $100 mark as early as this year. Others, like the team at Telegon, have a more conservative timeline, saying XRP could reach $100 by 2040, around 15 years from now. Meanwhile, Matthew Brennan, the COO of CryptoGuard, has gone further by suggesting XRP could reach $1,000 by 2035. That's bold, and it gives investors about 10 years to prepare. However, not everyone agrees with these predictions. Chartered financial analyst Raja at Sony recently said that even predicting XRP at $100 is overly ambitious. He argues that such price projections need to be grounded in XRP's actual utility and adoption levels, especially given the regulatory environment and competition from other coins. So here's where things get interesting. Whether you agree with Farina or not, his message is clear. Most people will miss out, not because they don't know about XRP, but because they're not willing to act early. The data backs them up. The majority of XRP holders own small amounts. And as the price rises, it becomes harder for the average investor to build a significant position. Now, let's step back for a moment. Should everyone rush to buy 1,000 XRP? Not necessarily. Crypto investing carries risks, and no one can guarantee future prices. But Farina's argument isn't really about a number. It's about mindset. He's urging people to take action now if they believe in XRP, rather than waiting until it's out of reach. In his own words, he said, "The train doesn't wait. When XRP moves, it moves fast. Most people will be left behind." That may sound dramatic, but crypto history has shown that bull runs often happen quickly, leaving those who hesitated wondering what happened. At the end of the day, this discussion is less about XRP specifically and more about how retail investors behave in crypto markets. Many wait for confirmation, for news, for signals. But by the time that comes, the opportunity may already be gone. So what can we learn from this? If you believe in the fundamentals of XRP, its use as a bridge currency, its adoption by institutions, and its long-term vision, then it might be worth thinking about your strategy today, not tomorrow. Whether that means owning 100 XRP, 1,000 XRP, or even more, the key is having a plan and sticking to it. Farina's message is a reminder. In crypto, Waiting too long might cost more than you think.